What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 16 Saturday Special. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to give you my top DFS picks for NFL Week 16 Saturday games. LA Chargers versus the Baltimore Ravens, and Tennessee Titans versus the Washington Redskins. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about. Okay, let's see who we have at the quarterback position. I like Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens playing the LA Chargers, who have a good defense overall, and they're also pretty good against opposing fantasy quarterbacks, but they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Lamar Jackson has scored 18, 20, and 18 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He got 18 rushes last game, 13 the game before that, and 17 the game before that. He's got a high rushing floor. Lamar Jackson is only $6,000 DraftKings salary, projected at 18.5 fantasy points here on Saturday. I like Lamar Jackson because the LA Chargers aren't very good versus the run. So I'm not really looking at the quarterback matchup here. I'm looking at the matchup versus running backs because that's what Lamar Jackson is. With 18 rushes last game, he should have a great game this Saturday versus a weak Chargers run defense. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. And then you can see the top point production, target monsters, rushing monsters, and the recent performance, so you can see who's overperforming and maybe due to crash, and you can see who's underperforming and maybe due to smash. Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. I like Melvin Gordon from the LA Chargers versus the Baltimore Ravens, who have the best defense overall and give up the second least fantasy points to opposing running backs. Melvin Gordon's been injured. This will be his first game back in a while. He averages 26.4 fantasy points per game on the season, and an average of 6 targets per game and 15.3 rushes per game. Melvin Gordon is $8,200 DraftKings salary, projected at 17.8 fantasy points here on Saturday. Melvin Gordon is the most talented running back on the slate. I'd rather pay for Melvin Gordon than Derrick Henry, who's priced up almost as much as him. I'm going to go with talent over matchups in these 2-game slates where you don't have a lot to pick from. So I love Melvin Gordon here versus the Baltimore Ravens on Saturday night. Okay, everyone, it's time to announce the winner of our $100 weekly comment contest. And the winner is Kendrick Davis. Kendrick Davis, you are the winner of our weekly comment contest. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Let's give Kendrick some love in the comments, everyone. If you didn't win this week, keep trying. Just remember, next week, it could be you. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's see who we have at the wide receiver position. I like Corey Davis from the Tennessee Titans playing the Washington Redskins, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Corey Davis has scored 6, 4, and 14 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 12.3 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets an average of 7.1 targets per game. Corey Davis is $6,300 DraftKings salary, projected at 12 fantasy points here on Saturday night. Fantastic matchup. I love Corey Davis versus the Washington Redskins. Okay, moving on to the tight end position. I like Antonio Gates from the LA Chargers playing the Baltimore Ravens, who give up the 13th most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Antonio Gates has scored 9, 4, and 2 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 5.2 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 3 targets per game. He got 5 targets last game, and Antonio Gates is $3,700 DraftKings salary, projected at 5.1 fantasy points here on Saturday night. Looks to be the best tight end matchup. I like Antonio Gates versus the Baltimore Ravens. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content. My super secret sleeper pick for these Saturday games is Taywan Taylor from the Tennessee Titans playing the Washington Redskins, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Taywan Taylor has scored 4, 12, and 16 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 7.2 fantasy points per game on the season. He got 5, 7, and 5 targets in the last 3 games. Taywan Taylor is $3,700 DraftKings salary, projected at 7.2 fantasy points here on Saturday night. This is a low salary wide receiver who scored really well the last few weeks. He's getting plenty of targets for his salary level. If he finds the end zone, he's going to crush value. I like Taywan Taylor versus the Washington Redskins. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for these 2 Saturday games. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.